Hello, this is Ariadne Rainbird, and today I'm going to talk about Hellenic festivals, that is ancient Greek festivals, and just give a brief introduction to the ancient Greek calendars. Now, there were various festival calendars in the ancient Greek world, with each city-state and region having its own calendar and festivals. In addition, there were some pan-Hellenic festivals, such as the Olympic Games, which would occur every 4 years, and other festivals which would occur every 2 or 3 years. The most complete surviving calendar we have is the Attic calendar, which is the region around Athens. And this is the calendar which most Hellenic reconstructionists follow today. The Athenian months and festivals consist of regular recurring household observances as well as public festivals. The day begins at sunset and the month begins when the first crescent moon appears, and this is known as Noumenia. Apollon Numenius and Artemis Numenia, that is Apollon and Artemis of the new moon, are honoured on this day, as well as the household gods and spirits. It is a time of purification, cleansing and protection. The second day of the month is dedicated to the Agathos-Daimon, the good spirit, which includes gods such as Zeus, Dionysos and Hermes in mild and protective forms, as well as personal daemons and guardian spirits. On the third day of the month, goddess Athena and the Charites are honoured within the home. And on the fourth day of the month, offerings are made to Aphrodite, Hermes, Eros and Heracles. The next day is sacred to Horus and the Erinyes, and the 6th and 7th days of every lunar month are sacred to Artemis and Apollon respectively. On the 8th day, Poseidon and Theseus are honoured, and on the 9th, the Muses, Rhea and Helios. The month is divided into 3 sets of 10 or 9 days called decads, rather than 7-day weeks as in the modern calendar. The first 10 days are counted 1 to 10, as are the second, but the third, which is usually 9 days, are counted 9 to 1. There are then a few days in the second decade where no specific deities are given until we get to the 6th day, which is again dedicated to Artemis. This is followed by 2 cleansing days on the 8th and 9th days of the second decade. The first 2 days of the third decade, numbered 10 and 9, are sacred to Athena. The last few days of the month are seen as inauspicious days until the dark moon, which is sacred to Hecate and a time of purification, cleansing and honouring the spirits of the dead. A supper is made for Hecate called Hecate's Deipnon, and the home is cleaned. Food, as well as the dirt from the home, was traditionally left at a crossroads. Weary travellers, as well as the spirits of the dead, could thus find a meal at any crossroads at Deipnon. Public festivals generally lasted several days and consisted of processions, song, dance, theatrical performances, prayers, libations and sacrifices. The rich would offer livestock to the temples, which would be slaughtered, the bones and fat offered to the gods, and the meat made into a communal meal. This had the function of feeding the poorer members of the community, ensuring a source of protein to those whose diets were often lacking. Festival days were often the only time poorer members of society would get to eat meat. The festivals also provided public entertainment. Important Athenian public festivals included the Lesser and Greater Dionysia, which were theatrical festivals in honour of Dionysos, god of wine and theatre. The Panathenaea, which is a festival of Athena, patroness of Athens, culminating in the celebration of her birthday. The Thargelia, which celebrates the birthdays of Artemis and Apollon. Anthesteria, a 3-day festival of Dionysos, which celebrated the new wine and the sacred marriage of the god to the Basilissa, the ritual queen who symbolised Athens, and also honouring the ancestors. The Pompeia and Olympia festivals honour Zeus, and the Chalkea festival honours Athena and Hephaestus as patrons of craftsmen. There are a lot more public festivals as well, with generally a public festival each month. As well as the regular cycle of household worship and the public festivals, there were also the mystery traditions. The most well-known of these are the Eleusinian Mysteries. Eleusis is a town around 20 kilometres from Athens with a large sanctuary where the mystery initiations would take place. The lesser mysteries in the spring would be preparatory initiations and celebrated Persephone's return from Hades, with the main mystery initiations taking place in the autumn with the greater mysteries, which celebrated Persephone's descent to Hades. Initiates would come face to face with the goddess of death during the initiation rites. I hope you have enjoyed this brief introduction to the Hellenic festivals. This is mainly talking about the Athenian festivals. Less is known about the Spartan festivals, but if you check out my other videos, I have made one on the Carnea festival, which was a Spartan festival. We don't have a complete Spartan calendar, but we do know some of the months of the Spartan calendar, but very little is known about the festivals. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Also, please check out my book for more on Hellenic religion and prayers to the gods, to all the blessed gods, available on Amazon and Apple Books. Thank you.